Hey guys, it's Kyle, Keenan. Keenan is key. I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. So before I start this video, I hope you guys all had a great Halloween and a great weekend. And I hope you guys have a great week coming up. So the topic of this week's video is going to be why for sale by owners generally don't work. So if you don't know what a for sale by owner is, it's someone that is selling their house without a realtor. So they're trying to do it by themselves. And you'll see a lot of for sale by owners on Zillow or Trulia or other like real estate websites like that. Now, number one, not enough marketing. So a lot of for sale by owners, they'll market it by putting a sign out front, a for sale by owner sign, and they'll put it on Zillow, and they'll think that that's good enough, and sometimes it is. Especially in this market, for sale by owners are selling more because just the need is there for houses, but most of the time that's not enough. For realtors, most of us have this thing called an IDX where it spreads the home when it first goes on the market. It spreads it out to hundreds of websites, which does include Zillow, Trulia, but all these other websites too, hundreds and hundreds of websites. I think for me it's like 400 something websites out there, so it really gets that exposure. And that includes the MLS, which brings me to my next point. So when a home goes on the MLS, the multiple listing service, which is what us realtors use, the realtors, they'll see it right away. A lot of the times, if they have a client that is looking for that exact home, it'll just pop up on their email. So you'll have hundreds, if not thousands, of realtors that'll see that home right away and will request showings, ask questions about it, and you'll get so much traction from that. That's where most of your traction comes from, because a lot of us fellow realtors have lots of buyers right now that need homes. So when that house pops right up on the market, we're going to want to see it as soon as possible. Some people just put in offers without even seeing it. That's how crazy this market is right now. So that's another advantage of using a realtor. The MLS is really great for getting it out there and getting it with other qualified buyers. Now, another reason that for sale by owners generally don't work is because they don't understand the process and the contracts. So it is a lot of paperwork for anyone that's either bought or sold a home before. It's a lot of paperwork, and it can be very confusing. I wish it wasn't as much paperwork as it is, but that's just how the world works right now. And I can see for the average person it being even more confusing and them not understanding the process that goes on with it, with ordering title, all these other things that go with it. And because of that, a lot of for sale by owners end up not even closing if they do go under contract with a buyer, just because the process might get messed up, or they miss a step, or for whatever reason. Some of them end up not even closing, which is obviously a waste of everyone's time. So you don't want that to happen. Now, last but not least, I think this is one of the biggest points, is people that are looking to buy for sale by owners. They're generally looking for a good deal. For people that are specifically looking for sale by owners, because they know that the seller isn't paying a realtor, so they know that they can offer less on the home. And generally they do that. They always lowball the seller. Not always, but most of the time they will lowball the seller. And then if that's the only offer the seller gets, I mean, they can choose to decline it, but they may also accept it, and they end up getting less money in their pocket at the end of the transaction for their home. When if they would have just listed it with the realtor, they would have got a lot of buzz from all the realtors and all the potential buyers. They could have possibly got multiple offers, and they could have picked the best one and gotten a smooth transaction, closed on time, and everyone would have been happy, and they would have ended up netting more money in their pocket. And at the end of the day, I think that's what everyone wants, is the seller and the buyer both to be happy, to close on time, and for the seller to get the most money in their pocket. So generally, for sale by owners don't end up working. So if you're thinking about that, just watch this video and weigh the pros and cons. Thanks, guys. This is Kyle. Keenan is Key. Hope you guys have a great week. Thanks, guys.